Well, the Powermate Earth Auger carburetor finally kicked the bucket, so I'm going to put a new one on there. And this kit I got, it came with spark plug, fuel filter, new fuel bulbs, fuel line, and a breather hose for the gas tank. So I'm going to empty the gas into a container now. Gas emptied out into the container here. And I'm next going to take this cover off and this gas cap. Got the cover off. Just gently lay it to the side. Using a 5/32 Allen wrench, going to remove these two bolts here. Okay, got those two bolts out and got the cover over here, and carburetor is now free. You might have to just gently pull it off. If you have any debris like I have here, if you can see that little bit of debris right there, you want to clean that off real gently. A little tip I'll tell y'all is this black fuel line right here. It had a couple kinks from where it was packaged in this little box here, and so I took my heat gun and heated up this tubing just for a second, and sorry it's blurry, but it worked its way back out. It's pretty cool stuff. So if you have any kinks, just remember, heat that up, and it will it should form back into a straight piece of tubing. My filter was a little bit too big for this hole here, and so I had to get it out by turning the machine over, and it fell out. So if you have that problem, that's what you can do, just turn it over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this seal back here in this tank with my line and filter. I'm sure others have a better way, but I'm going to take a couple drops of this two-stroke oil and put on this rubber seal here. Okay, I got the oil on there, and it should make it now go easier into that hole there. You're gonna want to hold that down with your hand, the black part, the seal, and work it in with the flathead screwdriver, just a little bit at a time. Okay, I don't do these every day, but that was seriously no joke. Getting that thing in, that was one of the tightest ones I think I've ever put in, but I got it in there, and that thing is in there, I'm telling you, so that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead now and remove our throttle cable at the end here, and there's a bolt here. Just take it out. Okay, got the bolt and the lever at the throttle lever out. And take a screwdriver or something, push this cable, if you can see that, sorry. Took that cable, we want to push that cable forward. Push that cable forward in there. That way all the slack will go that way toward the carburetor. Okay, I'm going to use both hands. Just turn this, it pulls right out. Get that out. And we're going to twist this off. I'm just going to go ahead and take this off the new carburetor completely. This nut here. I about never got this old adjuster off. I got it off finally. Had to use the old the Dremel and go around the end here some and make it a little bit smaller in diameter, because inside of here is a like a little, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's like a little ridge in there that's keeping it from going through the hole, and it stops it. So I had to just sand a little bit off all the way around it. Go ahead and tighten your adjuster in there, and then put your cable through this side where the larger hole is, where the end of this cable sets in there. Just like that. Let's go ahead and get your cable out of there, and let's put your throttle lever back on. And got it back in there. Just flip it over, put it back in there, put your bolt in there. There we go. Now we're going to adjust a little bit on this carburetor here. So I pretty much got it where I want it. and this is all the way up to that screw there that they have from the factory. And so now I'm gonna tighten this nut down and get it tight with a wrench here in just a second. But later on, if I'm using this and in the field working, I can just adjust right here in the screw here for the idle speed. So we got your new gasket. You just want to put it on like this. Looks like it will work either way, but I'm going to go ahead and just set it this way here. So put your carburetor on your gasket like that. Okay, so I'm trying to hold this phone sideways, but go ahead and put your bolts back in and get your carburetor set up. You want to put your bolts in right there. You can see that. Just ease them in. This whole setup is sideways, so you know this is right side up. So anyways, there's your choke lever right there. Just remember it's right above the gas lid. I forgot to tell you guys that before you put this carburetor on there, go ahead and hook up your fuel lines. And I'm going to hook mine up just like they were, because that's how they're supposed to go. Real easy. So it makes it a little easier. So go ahead and now you put your bolts in there. Got your gasket set. I'm going to bolt her down. Just want to hand tighten these before you wrench down on them. I ended up removing about 1 inch of this fuel line. It made it a little bit better fit. That way there's not going to be any kinks when this is all bolted up. I almost overlooked this, but it came with 2 different filters on there, and this one here is just like the one that was in here, and this is the one that was installed, and I already had it down in the tank. I almost didn't even notice it until I was looking at these extra parts. I was like, dang. So I'm going to put this one on there so it'll be just like original. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that back down in there, and now we got it all just like original. Here's the old air filter, and here's the new one it came with. I'm going to work with this for a second and see how this fits in here. Yeah, the way this air filter housing is made, honestly, it looks like I have to have this round air filter, so I don't know what's going on, but I can still maybe use this, cut some out of it one day, or just order another air filter, unfortunately. But at least we got the carburetor on there, and we're going to fire it up here in a minute. Okay, got my housing back on there, and so it looks like we got everything back in there. I did not change the plug yet, but it comes with an extra spark plug. I thought it was pretty cool. It came with 2 new fuel bulbs too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fuel this back up. You want to run 40-to-1 fuel mixture in it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this thing going here. There we go. Here, so I see the fuel coming through. Choke. Cold start. On. There's your on switch. Bam. Pretty good, guys. First pull. Okay, so looks like we got it ready to go. starting to warm up. I forgot how long it takes. Quite a while. Running good now. Okay, well, I got several good parts left over. I'm gonna bag them up and store them for when I need them. Okay, out here on the job site here, I'm gonna put in these new mailboxes, and got the 811 came out here and marked it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the auger with the new carburetor installed and drill these holes, knock them out real quick. Yeah, got my holes dug, got them just like you're supposed to for a mailbox. Let's see if I can turn. So got them cleaned out real good, and anyhow, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and start working on the mailboxes, getting them in there. Good stuff. That carburetor, it did real well, but I would definitely suggest for the ones who get that kit, please, get it from my link on the description. That way I can earn a little bit. But the spark plug, I would definitely install that spark plug. That's something I did not do yet. I think it will help it run so much better. But I remember in the past having kind of idling issues with this thing. Always kind of have. But this thing puts off a ton of heat. This engine puts off a lot of heat, so I think that's part of it. And but other than that, I mean, it ran like a scalded dog, and I'm very impressed. And for about 15 bucks, I mean, you can't go wrong. That's an expensive little auger, and for that price, I mean, you got all those new parts and extra parts, so good stuff. Well, it ran like a scalded dog, but right here is where I've had to set the choke at, about halfway. So I don't know, but for the price for that carburetor, it's doing really good. I haven't used this auger in several years, so probably working the kinks out of it anyways. But hey, for what it's worth, that definitely beats digging that by hand. So I'm gonna dig this other hole here and finish up. Just make sure to check your level, and as you're doing your concrete, it'll definitely work out well. Just make sure to pack in your concrete in there with your some type of tamping rod or stick. I use a thin one, and as well as a thicker one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these back out here and pull this one out as well, and get them moved down the street here. Okay, well, this one's pretty tight on here now. Don't have any clearance. Of course, this is new lumber, so it's probably swelled up a little bit. It'll shrink down, but I'm gonna hammer it in real gently. Well, what do you think, guys? How's that? Does that look good? Just kidding. Slide it down. New mailboxes installed. I've got it the 41 to 45 inches to right here. It's like the Postal Service wants. So looks good. So that's two different styles mailboxes that are real common. Thank you guys for watching. Later.